Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming here and being here. I am the lovely Rabid Beaver, your host today, and you are joining me on Wrestle Talk. So we've got some things on the agenda today. We're going to talk about C1W or Championship One Wrestling, and it's in McDonald, Tennessee. And I went to one of their live shows last night and just kind of wanted to kind of uphold on it and see how everything's going out there in the world of wrestling and talk about it just a little bit. I reached out to some people from Championship One Wrestling. I reached out a little bit later than what I was supposed to. And I didn't get any responses back, but I'm hoping that next week we will have somebody from Championship One Wrestling reach back out to us and talk to us about the show and see how everything's going on that front. So let's talk about where it's at. First of all, they are located, I believe, in 130 McDonald School Hill Road. Let me make sure that I'm telling you the truth here real quick, guys. I had them on their website just a second ago. I totally lied to you guys. It's 130 McDonald School Road, not School Hill Road. School Road, McDonald, Tennessee is where they're located at. It's in a nice little old gymnasium building, and it's fairly decent. They can fit a couple hundred people in there on any given day. So that's a big plus for them. It goes into the check column for definitely a bigger venue than most places. Like the Armory can hold about 300 people roughly if it's packed wall to wall here in town, and that for them to be able to hold a smaller venue than the Armory and hold almost just as many people as the Armory is actually a pretty good deal. It's a pretty big deal for them to be there. Thank you guys if you're joining me on Facebook, and also if you're joining me on YouTube. Appreciate you guys coming in and being here with us. I've got the little comment box over there for Facebook. If you guys are wanting to chat with me, it'll pop up directly right there, and I'll be able to see it. We'll be going from there. But as of right now, we are going back live here. Hey, thank you guys for coming in. We're talking about Championship One Wrestling today. I was talking about the size of their building. I was so glad to see that they're in that old gymnasium up there, and if it's a couple hundred people, they could do pretty good with it. It's definitely not as big as the Armory, but they can fit just about as many people as the Armory in Cleveland directly in on it, and that's a big check in their column to do that. And they had some pretty decent matches last night. The kids are a little bit green. They're still learning their product. They're still learning their craft, but they're doing excellent as far as that goes. Trying to learn their craft, to be a part of their craft, and get going on that. So out of a scale of 1 to 10, the product probably gets about a 6 for me. I'm a wrestling snob, though. I have to be honest with you. I'm a wrestling snob. The way that it opened up was a little bit weird. It had a good storyline that went on with it and came through, but they started a match with somebody who doesn't even have a name, and that's kind of the question mark of the day: is who was the person in the first match that came up and gone through? And we're going to have a little bit of video footage of that here in just a second, as soon as it decides to pop through for me. So as you see, I've got the little video up there. It's getting ready to start. I'm having to start it through the old Playma station here. So there is no audio on the video, unfortunately. The streaming software that I'm using will not allow me to do that and won't allow me to add it on. But as you can see on my right, probably your left, it's going to start showing what's happening here. And the smoke in your eyes, I am the ghost that hides in the night. Championship One Wrestling. So this is how the show started last night. It was actually a very decent show. It came out really great as far as that. So boom lay. So you got to give them credit for the graphics that's used. I'm broadcasting. So he comes out and welcomes everybody into the show. I'm broadcasting. I'm live.
Will you get me a Pepsi?
Yes.
Get Dad a Pepsi. Get the diamond. I don't know yet. I'm waiting on them to tell me, when I can move in. And I don't want, just aggravate. I don't want to pay another month's rent, but I don't want to have 2 days to get out either, you know?
Right.
Well, that's not what I wanted. I had some in the refrigerator.
I drank the ones in the refrigerator.
You drank the things?
Not the diet.
Well, get him a diet. Do what? Leave him alone.
Sorry, there was naked people downstairs. So as you see, the antagonist comes out. He called that bat Beverly to beat it all. So that's something else is they need to have a little bit of boom lighting on the back side to push through, and it seemed like one person was just moving the camera, and it's a pretty decent camera. It's a 720p camera. You can tell from the angles that it looks really good. I was in the front there. They just caught a little glimpse of me. But the 720p camera was in the front angle, and it was moving good. But they need multiple angles, multiple cameras. I'm not complaining that that's a bad thing. The production's a good production from what I see so far, the way that they're running through. But they need what they call a post camera, one that's steady in one position all the time, either behind the crowd that's being shown, a little bit on that corner, or on the other side, so that whenever they're cutting their promo, see, like his back's turned towards the camera, they can look directly in the camera instead of having their back turned towards that camera or kind of coming from a side angle and being pushed through. It just little things like that, even if they just had one other camera person run for it, would make a big deal in the promotion, make it look a lot better, look a lot more professional and put together. It looks great the way it is. Don't take me wrong. For those of you that are out there and want to come to it and watch this on YouTube, this is a great production for what it is. But you can notice that the camera is moving with this guy's hand as he's walking around and trying to catch the angle, because where the guys are cutting the promos at, they're looking at the opposite side instead of looking to the crowd or looking here. So 2 other cameras would be a big thing for them, and a little bit of boom lighting, just a hair more boom lighting from the back side where they have the post camera would make this production be an excellent production. Excellent production. I mean, it's already good, but it would really come in handy for them to do that. And as he's cutting his promo, you know, he's talking about this and that, how he feels like they've done him dirty, and, you know, he's come back with a vengeance and all that good stuff. But look, I mean, they're catching the promo from the back again. So little side angle, little back, and he's running towards it. So this is where the 2 camera angles would come in handy, because you get a camera on one of the 2 other sides where the crowd's at, and whenever he looks out, you pan over to the camera. So he's getting them up, talking about it. Talking about how he hasn't had a shot to prove itself. He's come to win gold. They call it the money camera, is what they call it. So and that's really what they need. They need the promo camera that's there. And Big Kev's in the background letting him do his thing, letting him talk, letting him have it. His face is a little dark. It's a little dark brought into it. The promo that he's cutting is a really good promo, though. Talking about Beverly and how Beverly's going to get her revenge. Sorry about that. All right, so then he turns on Big Kevin, who's giving him the time to speak, and he's running his little promo here. Then the nameless, faceless guy comes in. So So he takes up for Big Kev, which, you know, you can catch the drama. You can see the drama happening as it's happening live, right? So Kevin's telling him, oh, since you want to turn on me and you want to turn on the business and you want to turn on the company, you're going to have a match right now. That's the man who signs his paychecks. Why would you turn on the guy that signs your paychecks? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for coming in. So, and like I said, I apologize. There's no audio on the back side here. Just the audio that's coming in through the music, I do believe. So as you see, they're getting ready to check everybody. So the rules are just a little bit different than other wrestling promotions. They're checking for everything. Kevin can't believe he turned on him. They're having some disputes there. Little shaky on the camera still, which, you know, that comes in time. Getting your boom propositions prepped and getting your post prep, that'll come in time. And it, like I said, I mean, he does a great job for the most part, getting right where he needs to get the camera angle and getting it settled. But having those two other cameras would make a huge difference for the promotion, huge difference for it. And you could also get to the point to where running those cameras, you could switch the angle back and forth or edit back and forth as the video comes in. And it'd be a little bit wider view too, so you could get more than just the small little triangle that they're promoting out there. Got him in a nice little headlock. Throws him right to the corner, comes off. He took his time. Like I told you, some of these people are just a little bit green. He took his time. Supposed to catch a hip toss there and faked it out. They bumped. All right. So he's going to get flipped. Nice little hip toss there on the front side. Good reversal for it. See, as he's following him, that would be another spot where a second camera would do good on one of the other two angles, because you could flip to the front side. Sign me out real quick. We'll sign back in here in just a second. Hold on. But you could flip right back to the front there. You could flip right back to the front there, that front angle, and instead of chasing him from behind, you could catch both angles, the one from the ring and the one from the front side there. PlayStation Network is having a hard time tonight. Keep it up. Good back body drop there. Nice little senton coming in. Has to be the weakest hand slap count I've seen in a long time. Looks like he's going to go for a pile driver, but instead, he gets him up for this power bomb. Good little reversal. Right into a good Hurricanrana. Set him up for Sister Abigail. Came out. Nice little rope turn. That was a good angle from that side. See how he counts? Short-handed counts, guys. Short-handed counts. if that's my only complaint on the referee, that's good. That's entertaining. He caught him for this nice little tilt-a-whirl. He flipped it over into that Hurricanrana. A little bit of a quick recovery into the corner, but, you know, he produced well. That's a good angle. From the other angle, you could tell it wasn't really being slapped, but that would be a good spot to have another camera too, and you'd have to get a little bit more contact in on those. So it looks like he's really going at town on that. Looks really good. Really solid from the angle that they've got. How are you guys doing? Thank y'all for coming in. We're doing a little bit of wrestling talk with C1W today. We are reviewing the first match right now of the night. We have a no-name in there. Ooh, nice little kick to the face. Caught him on the double axe handle and rock bottom. G.I. bro'd him. Sure, that's gonna crack me up all night. Those little short little 1-2s. That's gonna get me all night, guys. Nice little jawbreaker from that angle. A little clothesline, bigger clothesline. Got him turned around. Oh, almost looked like a low blow from there. Caught him back into the Sister Abigail. Or whatever he's calling it. It's his version of it. It looked good from that angle. There was a lot that looked good from the angle that they had it in there. And like I said, my complaint is very, very minor. Very minor. I think that just a little bit of boom lighting on the backside and a stationary camera either in the middle where they're showing this crowd here or on the opposite side would do this promotion a bit of good. Very large amount of good. And then the other stuff that's going through with them would be just minuscule stuff. Oh, so he's going to take his revenge now for taking up, it looks like. The match is over. He keeps saying the match is over. The match is over. The match is over. Of course, he threatens the referee too. Is it going to be a 2 for 2? Is it going to hit the ref this week? No, hits the ropes instead. The atmosphere was electric. It was a lot better than what I was expecting. I had a very good time. Was with some really good people. Was able to chat with some really good people while this was going on and going through. I was sitting in the front row on the other side there. You know, it was one of the better events I've been to, as far as newbie events go. The promotion looked really good. There's some minuscule stuff. Like I said, like the lighting. I'm going to complain on the lighting a little bit. I'm going to complain about having another camera angle for them. But you got to think, I know this is just some small town that's putting on a promotion. They're doing a really good job for what they've got. Just little itty-bitty changes, little itty-bitty things will make a big difference for a promotion like this moving forward to become a better promotion, to look more professional, to have more clout inside the region, to be promoted a little bit better. It's just little things that make a big difference inside of a television production or a promotion. And that's what makes a huge difference here. Just like with what's coming through, you see, as you see, like it's dark, it's blurry. You kind of really can't tell what's going on the screen behind us, but you know there's something going on there. So just that's why I said, you know, having the 2 camera angles would be beneficial to them. And you're expecting somebody to come out, but it looks real blurry at the time that they're coming out, so you really can't tell what's going to happen. So, and some of this is the camera and the lighting, and some of it is just how they're moving the camera while they're waiting and how he's shaking a little bit. See, it's a little bit dark. Whenever he hopped on those ropes, it was just a little bit dark. You know, that boom lighting would make a big difference right there because you could catch his face. You could catch the scene of his face. That was actually a good stance for him to start with and come in and proposition himself to let the crowd know that he's there. Let the crowd know that he's moving through and he's trying to get their attention. And you got a little manager there, Gabe the manager, cutting his little promo. But as you see, they're cutting it on his back. They're not cutting it to his face. Just small stuff makes a big difference. Still following him back, trailing him back. He's looking to the crowd. He's not looking to the camera. He's not focused in on the camera. He kind of realized it and got over there, but he got over there just a little bit too late, and then they pushed the camera out of his face. Okay, the announcers of the two gentlemen inside the ring coming through. So this is Cameron Cox and TK Aiden versus Luke Patterson and Justin Ramey. Good lighting. The lighting was great for the entrances and exits. Great lighting on that front. Great music to promote them coming out. Really nice little production side there. Front side angle. Should have a front side angle, face angle. Kind of a back angle there as well. So see how he keeps turning towards the crowd and we're covering his back? A front side angle right there would make all the difference in the world. It's old Mr. Luke Patterson. Luke stole the show, man. So a little dark coming through that corridor there. Caught him. They're still following his back. Like I said, somebody should be following him from the front too, back and through. Like I said, the camera stuff and the lighting stuff are my biggest pet peeves. My biggest pet peeves with video promotion. You always want to have a face cam. Always. Doesn't matter what's going on. Face cam's got to be first and foremost with the promotion and the production. Makes a huge difference on how people receive your product. And I understand if you only got one camera, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. You know, we work hard. We work hard to get things better and to get things looking perfect and looking right. And that's what we've got to do. Look at him doing his little dirty dance, the dirty dog dance there by Lou. Cameron came in and hit him from the back. So Cameron's doing a good job trying to keep him down. Nice little collision there. The collision source. Taking a quick break. That's where two cameras would make the difference in the world too. Right there is having the boom camera from the front and the other one from the back, where he's at following them, because one could follow and one could lead on the other side to catch both angles of it, so you could switch in between them. The crowd was really into it. They were talking really good about this. They were really trying to get themselves put into this match and get it running decent. He's pulling the "I'm not getting in there unless you back him up," ref. Get him away from me. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today? So, little minuscule things, little itty bitty things. Referee's talking to the manager out there. He's got his back turned, and they're not really showing what's going on with the referee's back turned. Anything can happen with the referee's back turned. That's just good wrestling. Good wrestling mechanics. He's holding up the ropes to show him, I got the rope. I got it. I'm over here. I'm waiting to be tagged. Luke backs him down. Stretches him out. All right, good reversal there. Good camera angle. Nice little drop toe hold. Of course, he grabs the ropes. Why wouldn't he grab the ropes? See how they backed, got completely wide, and you've lost one half of the screen there with one person in the picture, only one person only. Two cameras makes a difference there too, because that other camera can see everything that's going on that you're missing. Gabe, I got your message, man, a minute ago. I'm sorry. I was focused on the video. No, I'm not broadcasting the game tonight. I'm doing a little bit of wrestling talk, doing a little show. Got it going side by side here. Nice little corkscrew leg. Good reversal. Good little elbow drop. He got a little bit too much on fire there for a second. Got him up against the ropes. This would be where the other camera would come in handy too. Like right there, he's got him up against the ropes. You can't see what's going on, but if there's another camera there, you can see the pain and the agony and the drama and frustration that's going on. Around like a chicken with its head cut off. And he's trying to get the best angle that he can get for where he's at. Oh, good hits. Eye poke. The elbow. I thought he was going to give him a leg drop, man. I thought that. I thought it when I was there, and I thought it on that too. Rewatching now, I'm always thinking he's about to give him the leg drop there. Pull a little Hogan on him. You can tell he's the brute of the two. He's supposed to be the force of the two. Good little senton. Luke breaks it up there. Hey, you can't pull his hair. It's illegal. What are you doing? Get out of the ring. You're not even a legal man. They pulled an old switcheroo there, if y'all noticed. No tag switcheroo. Thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate y'all being here. Hope everybody's doing good out there. We're just rewatching a little bit of the C1W from last night, talking about it, giving a little bit of gripes and complaints, but I'm also, kind of thrilled at how this has turned out for them. I think there's little things that they can do to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit better. But there's also a lot of stuff that they do absolutely, completely right. They've got the crowd engagement. That's a huge thing. Unfortunately, I don't have any video that comes through the capture card through this particular app to do this on, but it's the best one for doing this. But the crowd's really involved at this point. I know you guys can't hear them, but they're really talking back and getting into it, having a good old time. Luke breaks it up again. He comes in and taps the ref on the shoulder to keep him from counting. Okay, that's a pretty decent angle other than you're catching the dude's butt a whole lot. It paused it. Hold on. My controller died and it paused it. So as you guys see, great angle there because you get both. You get the pain and the torture and the face lock. And see, that's what they should have done on that rope spin a little bit ago, is the camera should have been on the other side of the front looking for that face, looking for the angle on it. All right, so tag's made. Cameron's teammate comes in now. They're going to work that leg over a little bit. I really thought he was going to try to monkey flip him. Leg drop to the leg. There's that little short count again. That's great. I love that. I love the little short count. From the other angle, from where I was sitting when he took that bump, he didn't flat out whenever they threw him. It looked like he hit his head real hard on that bump. Scorpion Deathlock, sharpshooter, whatever you want to call it. Good job getting to the ropes. Good angle. Good angle on the bottom. Show the pain and agony. This would be a good time to have the other angle too from the front so you could see the front of their face, just not his back. See the damage that's actually going on the leg. Not quite sure if that's an inverted ankle lock or if he's just holding him there for fun. You know, he's got him kind of like this, like a choke hold. Good rollout, flip out. He's got to get over there and make that tag. So a little panned out there. They should have caught a little bit of the ropes with that. Just a hair, not much, just a hair. Pan it out, just a hair there. Camera should be on the front side, boomed in, so you can see everything that's going on that front side. And then whenever he switches him back over, it should switch back here to the camera that they got now. See, but the other angle would show the full body of both people. Oh, he tripped over him trying to get him up. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today? Thank you guys for coming in and being here. Good little double clothesline. Gets them both down. There it is. There's a big old tag. The bionic elbow. He sold that elbow really well. The front angle, a little bit of a front angle there would have made a big difference. Nice moonsault. Moonsault lands. He's telling him, "You're the legal man. You're the legal man. You gotta make the." You're not gonna count for it. Oh, should have been a disqualify right there. Knocked him plumb out. Hit him over the head with that pipe. And so you got to like the story. You got to kind of like where it's going, where they're building this stuff up to. Oh, nice hit on the back with that chair. Sold it really well. Camera should have been from the front side. You can't win them all, though. You know, like I said, it's just minuscule griping, just a little bit of griping. Hit him again. Should have made it look like he was hitting him harder. Stomped with it. Stomped on it that time, though. The streamers come out after every match, which is pretty neat. That's a little hometown thing. Throw the streamers, throw it all. Let the signs go. Let it roll out. Let it go through. Hardcore lead pipe in a chair. Our big Kev doesn't know what to say about all that. But as you saw, you know, they've got a lot of good stuff going on there. All right, a lot of good stuff in their broadcast. A lot of good stuff that's flowing for them. Like I said, the lighting thing is just a little bit, that's just a pet peeve. It's coming from having a background in some video stuff and some photography stuff. So they need a little bit more boom lighting, a little bit more white lighting to light it up, to get it from both angles. And you don't have to do much, man. You can put a boom light in the very back and a boom light in another corner, and it would illuminate that really well. The second thing that I've griped about is the cameras. You know, that I would say 3 cameras would be perfect for them. 2 cameras would be good for them. And what I mean by that is the one that's walking around on the floor, he needs to do exactly what he's doing. Walk with them, talk with them, continue to move the way he's moving, get the angles that he's getting, but they need to have another camera on the other side of the ring, like I said several times during this broadcast, that would catch it from an opposite angle, and that way they could switch in between the angles for that camera. Just that one person that was walking around with a second camera would make a huge difference to the promotion. Little things like catching somebody in the back, catching them when they're putting their hands up on the top of the ropes, watching the face, the agony of somebody's face when they're at the bottom, getting choked out or something. That would make a huge difference. And the guy who's running the floor, he could get the best angle because you're having a stationary camera on 2 other sides. So that's just a little pet peeve, just a small little tiny pet peeve I've got. But with those things out of the way, the atmosphere is great. It's a lot of fun to watch. It was definitely a great place to be. Had a good time. Ended up sitting with a couple friends, a friend of a friend and a friend of mine. And we ended up talking just about the whole time over everything that was going on during those matches that we went. So during those matches. And as you know, I'm a wrestling snob. I'll be the first one to tell you that I'm a wrestling snob. There's a lot of stuff that just needs time and practice to make it look a little bit better, to feel a little better, to act a little bit better, and to get some stuff down. And I understand that you're a developmental territory. You're getting people started. You're trying to get people to go through. That's excellent. Absolutely excellent for you guys to do that, to be putting new talent over, putting new people over, and to making new people into stars inside your promotion and where you want them to be. The bad side of it is though is there's not a bad seat in the house. Let me tell you that there's definitely not a bad seat in the house. But the bad side of it is you're catching a lot of back angles when you need to be catching the side angle or you need to be catching the front angle. And if you're wanting to do more than just YouTube with this, if you're wanting to go somewhere with it and get like a local television contract with whoever, the CW, UPN, um, CCI One, Warner Brothers, whoever you can get a little contract through to do something for you, they're going to be looking for those other angles in there. People want wrestling. They want it. They want it to be broadcast. They want it to be on their shows because it's definitely a number one. It's a number one show. Every morning, every Saturday morning would be a good slot to have it in. Of course, it costs money to do. I know it costs money to broadcast. It costs money to do anything. But to get yourself in a time slot that you normally would be in all the time would be excellent for you guys to do. It also would put you all in a better position to uh, develop new customers to your fan base. So that's something else that you look for. Like I'm told you I'm coming from a wrestling snob standpoint, so I'm going to give you the dirty lowdown and what I think, how I think, when I think. Um, there are some things that need to be worked on. There are some things that need to be changed, but there are little things over time that you can do to make your promotion better and make it run better. Just small little things. Small little things make a big difference. Little things make a big difference. It doesn't matter what it is. Little foxes spoil vines. Well, little seeds grow big trees. That's how you got to look at it. So if you got a little bit of a seed and somebody willing to learn and somebody willing to do it, you can grow a big tree out of it. Um, from the other angles that they didn't catch on camera, you could tell while you were live that some of it was way off. There was a couple clotheslines in the first match that we watched again, Aiden Ace versus whoever that was. Couple clotheslines in there. He didn't even connect. He wasn't even close. The little hip toss miss, that was that's something that should be cued in. Like Dr. I about said Dr. Bruce Pritchard. Sorry, Dr. Tom Pritchard would preach all the time. We're going to do lock up, throw you over the ropes, leapfrog. Once you're done leapfrog, it's either hip toss or you're going to re-leapfrog, and you're going to go with a shoulder block or shoulder tackle. And they preach that all the time. There's a reason they preach that. It's because those simple moves make a big difference in the construction of a match. A big difference in the outcome of a match. It looks more professional whenever you can run the 3 or 4 little things in a row, 3 or 4 little pieces in a row. Lock up. All right, throw you or arm bar you first. Let you reverse it. Headlock. Throw me into the ropes. Leapfrog over. So I go to the ground. You leapfrog over me. I get back up. You either shoulder tackle me or you clothesline me, or vice versa. I do it to you. Even going into the corner and leapfrogging over the person that threw you into the corner. That's another thing that they would preach on a religious basis to us whenever we were going through stuff and trying to learn stuff. Is you do those things religiously because those are the moves that, unfortunately, people care about your finisher, but people care more about how the choreography looks inside the ring with you wrestling. Yes, choreography. Not saying that it's staged, but there are moves that make the appearance look a lot better. The appearance of the match, how the match flows, the way that the story is being told in the match, how the story outcome will come about. And those are little moves that make a big difference inside your promotion. So those are my major gripes. The good things, the really good things about it, it's a lot of fun. You definitely had your say. If you were in the crowd, you could say whatever you wanted. They would talk back with you. They'd get back with you. They'd jib jab with you. You had a great time, great atmosphere with your friends and other people from around, and everybody got along, and everybody was just trying to be there and be a fan, and they were fans of who they were fans of and fans of who they weren't, and or not fans of who they weren't, and they let them know it. And the interaction between the wrestlers and the people was really wonderful. The atmosphere was really wonderful. from a fan standpoint, like me just being a fan, walking in, sitting down, there was a lot of things that were good that they get, a big check mark for. Uh, Part of it is I've been to big shows that didn't feel like that. Didn't feel like the people wanted you there, or they were just forced to be there because they bought tickets and they had to be there. This wasn't like that. This was definitely a lot of fun. The crowd was very interactive amongst themselves. The building was very good. Um, the they had a small little intermission in the middle of it to give people the opportunity to go and have a break, use the restroom, get some food. Um, that's definitely a plus. You don't see a lot of intermissions anymore in between one half to the next. You don't see a lot of companies that'll take that opportunity to do that for you. They have what they call the television break, right? We're going to take a television break, but they really don't take a television break. So they go and they'll play their commercials or do something, but there's no time in the middle to do anything else. You either miss action, or if you're not missing any action, they're setting up for the next match and you can do something in between it. So they at least gave you the opportunity at the intermission section of the show to go out and do some stuff. The broadcast booth was sat really well to where you could see the broadcast booth, where they could talk to whoever they were broadcasting to and see what was going on that front. The DJ booth was above, so you could see what was going on there and the music that was being played. They had two projector style screens on projectors that you could see very well from where they were at. The seating was great. They had mismatch colored seating, but that's not a knock towards them. I understand what's going on completely. If they were to go out and buy seats like right now, you're talking about $50 a seat at 100 seats. That's $5,000, bro. So, you know, $5,000, $6,000 for some seats. You can't do that. You can't do that until you get enough money built up to do that. And so I understand. I'm cutting them a good break there. And then they had the bleachers too. There wasn't really a bad seat in the house. You could see from every angle. I sat originally in the third row, and there was a guy who came and sat in front of me, and he turned around and he said, "Hey, can you see?" He was a tall gentleman. He said, "Hey, can you see? If not, you're more than welcome to come up here and sit with us, or, I will lean forward so that you can see." He's very concerned if I had good view or good seats, and that really speaks a lot because I've been to some venues where people don't care, and they're just going to do anything they can to block your view because they don't want you to see what's going on. They want to see what's going on, but not you. So there's a lot of pluses that's going for that little stage and that little arena. As I spoke to earlier, they can almost fit as many people as the Armory in there. So and be safe with it. It's up to fire code. They've got the walkways on both sides in between that they can go through. So that's a big plus for them. I have to kudos to y'all for having the space there, having the intermission, making sure that it was a fun environment, making sure that it was price friendly. Everything was price friendly. So we bought 2 drinks and a set of nacho, 3 drinks, sorry, 3 drinks and a set of nachos in the intermission, and it was $7. $7, bro. I've been to big shows, and that would have been 13 or $14 just for 2 drinks. Not three, 2 drinks, $14, $7 a piece, and they were same thing, 12-ounce cans, $14. So, and you're just kind of stuck at that, doing that. So, the pricing was very fair on the products that they gave. The pricing was very fair for the show. You got your money's worth out of the show. So, like I said, my little pet peeves, the camera thing, the boom lighting, those are just very small pet peeves. And I understand why they do it. If they had to turn the lights on and off, it'd take them 10 minutes to come on and 10 minutes to come off in that old building. So I understand why they have that one set of lights that's right above the ring. But like I said, just a little bit of boom lighting, just a small from 2 different angles, get some boom lighting up there, get a second camera, a stationary camera in the middle, so that whenever they're cutting their promos in the middle, you can switch directly to it and get a full front fledge of their promo. That would be excellent for the ring. Also, it'd give them a second angle for inside the ring. So if they're locked up, you're not catching only butt from one person, or you're not catching just their back from one person. And also, whenever they go up to the top ropes, they lift their arms up and woo and all that stuff. That's just minuscule stuff. That comes in time. And I understand everybody's on a budget. I understand times are tough. I'm just telling you from a television standpoint what people look for from a television standpoint. I'm not here to destroy your product. I don't want to think that. C1W, I absolutely thank you for holding the matches that you held, recording it, at least being bold enough to record it and put it online and let people like myself come through and talk about it. You know, the more we talk about it, the better publicity you get. No bad publicity is bad publicity. No publicity is bad publicity. Bad publicity is still good publicity. So you have to look at it like that from that standpoint. If you're going to be if you're going to be if you're going to be in the business, you want to be in the business to make sure that your publicity is always there. You always got something that people are wanting to talk about. And you did a really good job. You had a double cross in the show that we didn't even discuss or didn't even show and put out, but there was a double cross there. And so that actually turns out to be a very interesting storyline for you guys, because how do you move forward from the double cross? Was the right person the right one who did the double cross? So it opens up a lot of things, and a lot of storylines that you can open up just from the angle that you presented in the double cross section there. And like I said, I took the real bad stuff here. I put it out. I'm putting it out. I want you to make a better product. Not only do I want you to make a better product, I'm on your side to make a better product. I want to give you guys a review every couple weeks, every week, or let you have a promo every week. Let somebody come in and talk. I definitely would love to have you guys come in and talk with me, chat with me, talk to me about what's going on, how you're feeling during your match, what was going on at certain points inside your match, what you were thinking, how you were feeling, how you felt after the match, what you think about certain things. Like the double cross would be a great one to start with. So you guys that are out there, you want to talk, you come on to the Rabid Beaver Show, and we'll definitely start doing some nerdy game talking with you guys. We'll do some nerdy wrestling talking with you. So, you know, and if you guys want to like and follow on the old 2UB there, as you see, I'm right there. And if you're following me on Facebook, of course, you're already on my page. You already know where I'm at the Joseph DH down here. Welcome to the chat, everybody who's coming in. I definitely wanted y'all to be here too. Wanted y'all to see it, see what's going on. So, but you know, like I said, there were some bad things, there were some good things, there was a lot more good than bad. I'm mentioning the bad stuff because I want you to be able to not only fix the product to where it looks more professional, but it can also put you in a position to where you could be on a Saturday morning, even locally, with somebody, just for some short periods of time. So that would be a big plus to you guys. Big plus to you guys to do that. And here recently, before we go, thank you guys for joining on Facebook. Appreciate you guys coming in. I switched over to the blue, but we're going to go back over to the red for YouTube so y'all can see it. YouTube's the main channel here, guys. So real quick before we go, I just wanted to let you know, if you guys like things like this and want to see more of it, you definitely can. It takes your support to do that. I would love to have you guys come in if you love what you see. As always, you love our content, you can scan that QR code that should be popping up on your screen, and that's the way to donate to us, to keep this coming, keep this content coming, have it come into you on a regular basis. And I thank you guys for doing that. Also, if you can't donate there, I have another one for you that you can donate here. I have two different ones, one Stream Elements and one Stream Labs. You can definitely donate on either one to us. So you can scan that QR code and definitely make a donation to help keep us on the air. I want to let you know if you need some electronics. So this is something that we were talking about with the camera angles. Anybody needs some electronics, you can go to Temu.com. As you see, I've got the promo code there with the QR code that you can scan. And when you go to checkout, hit TAW00320. That's my code for you all that are out there looking for brand new HD cameras, looking for some electronics. Temu has you covered directly. It's something that they definitely would love to have you come in and do for you, but you do get that extra 30 if you use the promo code. So I definitely want you to do that off Temu. And I am a Temu subscriber. I am using a capture card through Temu. I'm using a video producer through Temu, and I'm using a microphone through Temu right now that I bought, that I have reviewed in full force. I also have a headset that I bought from Temu that's right here that I don't have on tonight. But I do have lots of stuff that I bought from them and produced for them. They have done me a great job, a great deal. Also, with the broadcasting mic, I have a friend who is selling the best one in the business right now. They just dropped it an additional $40 for the packaging that has Package One software in it for Mac OS and regular PC. As you see, it's the Revelator there, the PreSonus Revelator. You can scan that QR code so that you can get that product while they have it on sale. They dropped it originally from $99 with just the package deal to $59. They also dropped the $600 one down to $249, and they've got one that's around $140 range as well with some different stuff. So, that's the best mic in the business right now to do this with, and I definitely, guys, want y'all to team up there and get it, and give my friend AJ a call, AJ Becerra, at 800-222-4700, extension 1325. That's how you get that. And guys, if you like stuff like this, I also have merch available on my merch store. I would love for you guys to come in, scan that QR code, and get you a hoodie or get you some t-shirts or get you something. We do the Wrestling Talk about once a week. We're running some new software for the Wrestling Talk directly. This will be the only software that I'm going to be using Wrestling Talk on, but it's going to be on the Nerdy Gaming with a Rabbit Beaver channel, and it's also going to be on my Facebook channel as we're broadcasting live tonight. That's how it's going to be for the next few days, and as you see, my handle is going to pop up on the screen right over there. For me, it's over here. For you, it might be over here. It just depends on how it's mirrored to you guys. But that's how you find me on YouTube. And then for those of you that are following me on Facebook, I'll switch over to the Facebook tab for you guys right now. This is how you guys will follow me on Facebook right there. It's got nice popped up for you. So that's how you can catch me live there. And we talked about merch already, but it just popped up with the merch tab for you for switching over. So I've got you covered if you need hoodies, t-shirts, water bottles. I have some. I have a couple backpacks for the Rabbit Beaver stuff that I do there. I've got a bunch of stuff there. We talked about the mic earlier, but he's got you covered. Once again, that's the number right there below, and that's the gentleman you want to talk to. His name is Mr. AJ Becerra. I left you the link down there that you can see. You can copy that and put it right in, and you can go directly to it. Watch Mitch Gallagher's review on that product. And I left his number for you, the 4700 extension 1325. Mr. AJ Becerra is the man you definitely want to talk to. So, but yeah, we're having some fun, guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of y'all being here. Each and every one of y'all for coming in and being live with me and chatting with me just a little bit about the C1W. I want to let you know, Kevin, if you watched any of this, thank you for putting on such a great product. I mean, you do have a great product. I know I tore it to shreds a little bit. I'm not trying to hurt your pride. Don't want to do that to you at all. That's not why I'm here. I want you to have the best product you can have. I think that you making just small changes will make a big difference in your video production and video quality. Not only that, but it'll also make a big difference in your viewership. I think your viewership will go through the roof, and it'll definitely be something that you should be interested in doing. I mean, I know you guys got a good following fan base. You're averaging about 100 viewers now on YouTube, roughly, give or take, for your videos. Sometimes you have a little bit more. Like there's a couple you have 150, a couple that you have 114, but right around 100 is where you're at. That's a good place to start because you have a loyal fan base with those 100 people that you got. But it would behoove you to do just little minuscule things, and then you all could definitely be more promotable, more producible, and you have more options open up to you in the area. And that would be something that would be good for you. See, television doesn't need wrestling, but wrestling needs television, and the same could be said on the opposite end. So in order for people to receive your product, that would be something good to do, is to be looking and trying to talk and get into a small little local network, even if it's only on an app, to where you could produce it, even on the YouTube stuff. If you just keep your YouTube channel up, keep Facebook up, keep it all updated, keep stuff running, and put the live streams out there like you did the other day, that makes a huge difference on your product. The minuscule stuff I talked about, the boom lighting, the camera action, the camera angles, That's just small stuff that can make a big difference. Then once you get settled in with finding the right people to help you and help you run that stuff, that will change everything. That'll change your whole perspective on the business, because then you're not going to be considered a mom and pop. Even though you are a mom and pop wrestling promotion, you would be considered a full-on fledged wrestling promotion that actually has some clout to it. Which you've got it. You've got it with the town. You've got the clout here in the town. And I don't want you to think that you don't. You definitely do. Your product was wonderful. It was great to be a part of. Great to be there. Great to hackle with everybody. Great to talk to everybody. So thank you guys for putting on such a great product and such a fun atmosphere. I still smile about some of the matches that we watched, some of the matches that we saw with your product. Love to have you guys come in, Kevin. If you watch this, love to interview you, have you come in, have you give your side of the story, have you talk to me about the matches that you're producing. Any of the wrestlers that you've got, I'd love to have them come in. Love to have them be a part of these streams, and that way we can talk and get on a regular basis with them, and that way we know what's going on directly and how to promote it properly, just for you guys. So thank you all once again, and I appreciate each and every one of you for coming to this Wrestle Talk with me, and I hope and pray that you guys will join me again for our next wrestling talk the next time we have it. Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a wonderful evening, okay?